Trent, congratulations with the success of ALPINE EDGE on Sunday in the Archer. Obviously had a number of excuses first up. He put in a scintillating exhibition gallop at Bow Desert and he bounced back to form on Sunday.
Yeah, thank you. He certainly did, Mitch. Brilliant for it to come off, to be fair, and we've set him for the race from the time he won over here on Magic Millions Day. So good when a plan comes off. Obviously went off at a fairly long price off the back of what was a disappointing looking effort first up. The excuses of racing without a front shoe on are pretty pertinent, I feel, and the result was there for all to see. It was, I think he would have been a tragedy beat, to be fair. He was travelling beautifully, and as you said, his work during the week was super. And just like to thank the Turf Club for allowing us to go to Bow Desert and prep him. It's obviously a little bit challenging at the moment without having a grass track at home, so they were good enough to let us go out there on the race day and give him his final piece of work before heading up there.
The stable's always been a big believer in the horse, and he's really reaping the rewards with the Magic Millions win last preparation and now the Archer.
Yeah, $160,000 purchase, and now he's won just shy of $2 million. I suppose a schooler thought to say he was a little bit unlucky in his Magic Millions run here as a baby, and a bit of what could have been. But anyway, he's been fantastic, and hopefully, I don't think it's going to be the last we see of him anyway. It's nearly a career peak, you'd have to say, winning against those horses at weight for age. While we were confident that he would race well, handicap conditions probably would have suited him better. He was obviously level pegging with Vega 1 in the weights, and a horse like that, Group 1 winner, Startonte is giving her 2 kilos, Group 1 winner, and was able to give some of those a start and a beating. So yeah, he's in very good form, and this at the moment is looking to be his best ever preparation.
Next step, does he take on the big boys in the Kingsford Smith Cup, or do you just go the lesser class of a BRC sprint or something like that?
That's up in the air and up for discussion. I think at this stage we probably will lean to going towards the Kingsford Smith and throwing him in the deep end. He ran a bottler at Eagle Farm back last year in the Doomben 10,000 when it was transferred, and raced super. I think he's probably going better this year. He would need to be. It's going to be a very strong race. However, he loves Eagle Farm. 1,300 metres seems to be his slot right now. That seems to be a really lovely distance for him. So at this stage, I think we'll give him a chance. And that Eagle Farm track just allows him to settle. They find their spots and then just build it to his top, and he appreciates racing like that. He hasn't historically raced as well at Doomben as Eagle Farm, so that would be the logical next step.
Almost pulled off another feature race win on Saturday at Eagle Farm in the Guineas with the Vows. It's hard not to not like this horse because he just keeps winning, or in defeat on Saturday. Sectionally, he was amazing. It was a super run. He was arguably unlucky not to have won the race on Saturday.
Yeah, I believe so. And as you said, evidence-based. His sectionals were huge. If we drawn, I think if you swap the barriers, you swap the result. So while he didn't win, and that was a little bit disappointing, we were still very proud of the horse's efforts and the run. He's come through it with flying colours. At this stage, he'll go to the Rough Habit in a fortnight's time from his last run. And to be fair, off the back of that, obviously Kovalik is going to improve as well up to the 2,000, but we've got no reason to believe our fella can't improve again, and hopefully sort of going up to the 10 furlongs thins him out a little bit further, and he's able to play a part.
I guess Saturday was the fork in the road race for him to see whether he was on a derby path or go back to the Stradbroke, but he was as strong as anything else in the race over a mile, so I guess now's the chance to step up to 2,000 and see if he can run it.
Yeah, that's exactly right, and you don't know until you try. Whether or not he'd be brilliant enough as a 3-year-old, even with a lightweight in the Stradbroke, we're unsure of. We're obviously nomming him for both races, but at this stage it looks likely that he's going to go Rough Habit and then hopefully onto the Derby, all being well. Interestingly enough, pedigree-wise, a couple of dams down the page, he's got some pretty stout sort of European blood there, 2,400 metre winners of group races. So if we're looking at that, then that gives us a bit of heart, and he's such a relaxed customer. You can just put him anywhere you need to be, and then he'll continue to build into a race. So that's sort of giving us heart that against his own age group, 2,000 metres and hopefully beyond shouldn't be a problem.
We head into this weekend. Mimi Lagarde, obviously a stable favourite, and she's going to get dry ground this weekend, which often sees her best form, and she looks more than competitive off nominations in the ATC Cup on Saturday.
When she's right, she's probably nearly a fringe sort of Group 1 mare. It's like if you're looking towards races like a Tats Tiara and that, and as you said, dry ground imperative. She needs dry ground. When it's wet, she's horrible. On the dry, she's a completely different mare. So we'll be starting her Saturday ground pending, and as you said, hopefully nice and dry for her. And then basically she'll nearly be Eagle Farm exclusively leading into the Tats Tiara, so that all bodes really well. And she's had a faultless preparation. I loved her trial the other day. She actually showed a bit of gate speed for once, which was quite odd, but that just, I suppose, signifies that she's feeling really well within herself, and she's well. And we've had a faultless prep with her so far. So she's gone out to Bowie this morning with Opacity, who runs on Saturday as well at the Sunshine Coast, last start winner, just to top her off for Saturday. And that'll just about do her. Really looking forward to kicking off her prep. She obviously finished last prep with a good run, Magic Millions Day. I thought she was there to win, and the other two mares sort of just had it over, but we're still proud of the effort and looking forward to a big winter with her.
Says a lot for a set of trials at Bow Desert. There's been some group results, and Archer, and now Mimi Lagarde will step out on Saturday and could take some more black type racing. It was a big set of trials at Bow Desert a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it certainly was, and we had a stack of them. So hopefully a little bit of momentum early in the carnival, and we can just continue to build. That'd be great, and looking forward to the next sort of 6 weeks.
Best of luck on Saturday, Trent.
Thanks, Mitch. Cheers.